So Zemo is just obscenely wealthy with his private jets and pilot butlers, and he acts pretty much the way you'd expect: cool, collected, calculating, and obsessed with wiping the super soldier program from the face of the earth, as evidenced by his summary execution of Dr. Nagel. Now, I think what makes things more interesting is the appearance of Ao, played by Florence Kasumba, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced either of those names, at the end of the episode. Now, Bucky follows some Wakanda tech breadcrumbs until he turns a corner to find her standing there looking as imposing as ever. And if you need a reminder, we first saw her get all up in Natasha's face during Captain America Civil War.
Move, or you will be moved.
As entertaining as that would be.
And now she's there for Zemo. Remember, Zemo is responsible for killing the previous king of Wakanda. It makes sense that they would send someone to hunt him down once he's escaped. I have a feeling they'll recruit Ao for their mission, with the understanding that she gets Zemo afterward, of course. And let's face it, they're going to need her when they finally face off against however many Super Smashers are left. So, maybe like half a dozen or so at the least, right? So what do you think, Bob? How did that final moment of the episode hit you? Were you surprised? And what do you expect now that Ao is on the show?
I think in that moment when they reveal it's her, my literal out loud response was, yay, uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
And that energy is what she's going to bring into the show. She will viscerally want to deliver Zemo's head on a platter back to Wakanda. And she may or may not care about the overarching agenda of the rest of the world to do it.
Yeah, she definitely is laying another. She's definitely putting another layer of tension into the mix, right?
Yeah.
And Sam and Bucky are not gonna want to give up Zemo's as a resource, right?
Certainly not right now, no.
Right. And so, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some like little scuffle or something between them. But I think at the end of the day, like she is badass, dude, but Bucky is enhanced. And Sam is there too. And I don't think that she'll be able to physically overpower them. Now, she might be able to sneak in a quick kill, but I don't know. I don't know whether her priority is to bring him back alive or to bring him back dead or alive. You know what I mean? So plus the other thing that could happen is like, they could be arguing about it when like they get ambushed or something like that. But I just have a feeling that, now that she's here, she's going to be along for the rest of the ride, or at least, a significant portion of the rest of the ride. But because, does it make sense to you that she shows up and they argue and then she's like, all right, I'm taking Zemo back. And then that's what happens. Like, is that really what's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to be as simple as that. Like, I don't think she's going to say, all right, Zemo's coming with me. And they're going to be like, sure, why not? I can almost envision sort of a Three Stooges fight between her, Sam, and Bucky, and Zemo taking advantage of the confusion and taking off, and then they have to spend half the episode chasing him back down. And then while they're chasing him down, they have the opportunity to talk and be like, look, we know this guy's a putz. We know you want to take him back for killing your king. We're all cool with that, but we need him first. Let's get this job done, and then you can take home what's left.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way it's likely to go down, although depending on the situation, I think Zemo is cool and calm and smart enough to know that if he doesn't have like the plane on the tarmac ready to go, like you know what I mean, that there's no way he's going to be able to get away from these people.
I don't think with Ao having access to Wakanda tech, even in that private jet, Zemo's got a chance.
Exactly. So I think he's probably more the type of character who's going to bide his time and wait for the perfect moment, as he did with Dr. Nagel and executing him. Because he waited until there was like a surprise. I think it was the moment when like Sharon came in.
Yeah, right? Sharon walked in. Everyone looks at her, and while they're looking that way, he's shooting that way.
Mm-hmm. And even though Sam said you'd try something like that again, I'm gonna kill you. He was like, wouldn't dream of it. But
course,
I don't believe him for 1 second.
Which you can see the subtext at the bottom of the screen. He's definitely going to do that again.
Yes, translation. I'm definitely going to do something like that again. So, but I'm really happy that Ao is in the show now. Like, I don't know how much she's going to be in it, but she's just been kind of a really cool tertiary, supporting character up to this point.
That's the thing. For a lot of times, Falcon was a cool supporting tertiary character and then became big hero.
Well, now he's got his own show too.
So I would love to see that Wakandan Special Forces group that she's a part of get their own show. I think that would be awesome.
That would be awesome, dude. That'd be cool. I'd tune in for that.
Absolutely. All day long.
But I like that they're using these Disney Plus shows to flesh out these other characters more, And there has been a little bit of a vacuum in the MCU since Endgame. Cap retired, Tony's dead, this and that and the other. People are, not really with it anymore. But yeah, so I think it's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to see what happens with her. I just have a feeling she's going to sort of join up, she's going to be there to kind of give them grief and, add some tension. And then it'll be a situation where she gets roped into, whatever the big conflict is.
Well, yeah. And to be fair, Bucky and Sam are giving each other grief still. So, I mean, there's plenty of it to go around.
Oh, plenty. Absolutely. So, and I look forward to it. I
Absolutely.
really do. In fact, I would dare say that I'm going to get some chuckles out of whatever the first group scene with all of them is going to be, because you have Sam and Bucky sort of being the bickering brothers. And now you have her, and it's they don't really like Zemo, and they really wouldn't mind if she happened to take him back to prison or stab him or something. But at the same time, they need him. So.
Well, yeah, Sam and Bucky are kind of like the odd couple with explosions. So
the odd couple with explosions. I love it. Okay, that's we got to remember that quote. All right. So let's move on.